Hey guys, this is Alrighty then with another episode for RC and Driver TV. And on today's episode, I'm going to show you from start to finish how to paint a Lexan body. It's going to be great. You're not going to want to miss it. Alright, you know, I really got inspired by those cartoon cars that they've been drawing on the internets. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. So first thing I did is I washed my body, which is the Lexan body here, and I also taped and masked off the windows. The kit came with a set of stickers that you're supposed to cut out and use to mask off the windows, but what I did and what I like to do is I like to scan all my stickers and all my masks onto the computer and then convert those into JPEGs, and then I can cut them out with my Cricut. This is great because I can always save my original masks in the future, and now that I have them already diagrammed and into the computer, they're ready for use if I ever want to put some tinted windows or change the window colors or whatnot. Here I am using an alcohol pad to wipe off the excess or the mistakes that I made with the Sharpie marker. With the Lexan body, you paint it from the inside. So if you've ever seen these cars being painted on the internet, they usually put a primer color, then they put the base coat color, and then they put accent colors. Finally, they do the marker, the Sharpie marker accents and all the highlights, and then they put the clear coat. So in this case, the Lexan body is the clear coat, and then you have to do the black accents second. Then you do your accent colors, then you do your base coat, then you do your primer. So everything is done in reverse on a Lexan body because you don't actually paint on top of the body, but you paint it from the inside out. So on a normal car, you would paint the primer, put your base coat, color coat, and then your accents and clear coat. This case, everything is done in reverse. So this is somewhat meticulous because you've got to really take your time and think in reverse. Everything has to be done in reverse. So I'm using a variety of Sharpies, thick Sharpies, thin Sharpies, medium Sharpies to kind of get the desired look that I want. So I'm just kind of going over, making sure everything is well. Before I go paint, I'm going to make sure to press on all the window decals to make sure that everything is nice and tight, because once the paint goes on the Lexan, it's a little hard to remove it. You don't have to mask it off like I'm doing now, but I'm just doing it out of precaution. The Lexan bodies, when you buy them from the factory, they do come with a clear plastic cover over them, which you peel off at the end of the spray, which I'm going to show you. But just out of precaution, I decided to cover all the holes just in case there was a little rip in the Lexan. I didn't want that overspray to land on the body. So here I'm just making sure that I have the blue painter's tape and just cutting some pieces to make sure that everything is nice and covered. It also contains the paint and keeps me from making a mess when I'm spray painting as well. Otherwise, it's going to get everywhere. So this is just a nice way to keep everything, keep the paint where it's supposed to be. Excellent. Watch me go. So the Cricut, I'm using multimedia here. So I'm using the PS38. That's the translucent blue color that I'm about to put on. And sometimes people cut the bodies before with Lexan scissors, or they cut them after. So you could spray paint the body first and then cut it. But what I found is that sometimes when you're doing tight turns, it's possible to cut or scratch the body when you're cutting if you're not careful. So I'd hate to go through all that work and scratch the body. So here I'm just covering up the little holes. You can see the windows are masked off. And for the mask, I actually used the that transfer tape. I actually used transfer tape. I put a piece of transfer tape onto my Cricut mat and cut it, and it worked really well for the windows. It's see-through, so you can kind of see what you're doing. And I was able to save my original stickers so that I can save them, and if I need to ever paint another body that might not come with it, I already have them on hand. So that's a great way to save it. So we have to make sure that we cover all the little holes. I don't want to get paint to drip anywhere or to get overspray anywhere. So again, this is not something that you have to do, but I just like to do it out of precaution, and you'll see. So now I'm going to shake in just a second. I'm going to be shaking the paint vigorously, and these are Tamiya colors. They're for polycarbonate bodies. So the Lexan body is a polycarbonate body, and before you paint, make sure you press all the edges of your masking to make sure that it's nice and good. Also, you want to wash the body with soapy water so that you make sure you get all that stuff off of it, all the grease and the packaging grease. And then so now you shake it very violently. They tell you to shake it for a couple minutes, and then you're going to spray between 10 and 12 inches from the body. And this is a clear coat, which is going to be followed by the white base coat. So here we go, a little shake, shake, shake. There you go, a little shake. And we're gonna go outside and paint it. Make sure you paint this in a well-ventilated area. This stuff is almost like nail polish. It smells really close to nail polish, which I'm sure that's what it is. It's some type of, it's an enamel paint, but it's not like your regular spray paint. It almost smells like nail polish. There we go. So now I've laid a base coat of the blue, and I didn't want it to be super thick. I want it to be somewhat light. And by using the one color, I was able to spray some areas thin and some areas very heavy to give it that two-tone look, or the kind of the 3D look to it. So I made sure that I didn't lay it on too heavy. And you just want to take your time. And here we're going to put the white base coat. You don't have to wait too long to let the paint dry, but ideally you want it to be, you want to give it a little bit. So here I painted the white, and if you take a look carefully, you're going to see that I'm peeling off a very thin film that came to protect the body already. And when you do that, boy, does that body shine. You can really see the shine of the body coming through. That's the beauty of the Lexan, is that the paint lasts for a long time, because if you scuff the car up, all the paint is on the inside, so you really can't tell. I mean, it's really amazing the way it looks. It's so shiny. So shiny. Just makes it look so incredible. And now you can see the little Sharpie marks on the outside. Makes it look really unique. It's a very nice look to the car. Now we're going to be very carefully, we're going to peel the window masks off. Now go easy when you're doing that. You don't want to scratch the Lexan. It's really easy to scratch it. So I'm using a somewhat, it's like a round tip little picker. It's one of my weeding tools that I use, but this one is a round tip. It's not a very sharp point, so that I don't scratch anything. Sometimes if you use your fingernails, you can scratch it as well. So here I'm just taking my time, going very slow and peeling off all the windows. It's coming together real nice, very nice. So while we're doing this, guys, this is a great opportunity to ask you, if you like the content that I'm creating here, make sure you please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm making my next content. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and also on TikTok at Alrighty Then TV. Check it out. So there goes the window. So before they made these kits, you can use regular blue painter's tape and stick it on the inside of the car and use your knife to cut it, but you want to cut very, very lightly. If you're going to make your own stickers, I would recommend cutting them before you place them, because once you cut that Lexan, you can see the knife mark on the body, so you want to try to avoid it. Now, unfortunately, the stickers that came with this particular body, none of them came cut out. They're all cut out stickers, and you have to be really careful. So this is sped up about 10 times. So I'm really taking my time. It looks like I'm flying through it, but this is 10 times sped up, and I'm trying to go very, very slow and cut as close to the sticker as possible. Leave no clear behind so that it fits right into the body. If you don't cut it carefully, you will be able to see the little extra pieces, and they just won't fit very well into the car. So here we're going very slow, and one trick that I like to use is with that little picker tool that I had, I lift the stickers off and I use those to hold the sticker so that my fingerprints don't end up on the stickers, because then the grease from your finger will prevent the sticker from sticking really well. So you want to make sure you cut around the edges real carefully. Take your time, go slow, make sure you use a nice sharp pointy blade. And then with my little picker tool, I'm going to pick them out nice and easy, and then just apply them. Apply one corner at a time and just go easy, take your time, and it'll get done. So here is the car before stickers. There it is. This is what it looks like. You can see it's nice and shiny. You can see all the accents. Now I haven't added the tail or the rear wheel, what do you call it, the rear view mirrors. And now here are the stickers applied. You can see I have all the mirrors, there's the tail, and I have all the stickers. You know, it took a lot of time to do this, but you just got to take your time, little by little. Take your time and it'll get done. This was a great project, and if you guys stick around, I have one more body that I bought. I have another one of these Porsche 911 GT2s that I will be painting, and I will be doing a start to finish version, so stay tuned.